Hello and welcome to 1000 ASMR World War II Facts, Chapter 3. Today we're focusing on the global front lines, the African front, the Balkans, Greece, the war in Asia, and the attack on Pearl Harbor, for example. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the facts. Starting with fact number 300 and fact number 201. The North African campaign began in 1940 and spanned over 3 years of desert warfare. Fact number 202. German General Erwin Rommel was nicknamed the Desert Fox for his tactical genius. Fact number 203. Rommel led the Afrika Korps, a German expeditionary force in Libya and Egypt. Fact number 204. The siege of Tobruk lasted for 241 days in 1941, with Australian forces holding out against Axis troops. Yeah. Fact number 204. British Field Marshal Montgomery eventually defeated Rommel at El Alamein in 1942. Fact number 206. The harsh desert climate often led to engine failures and dehydration. Fact number 207. Minefields in North Africa caused thousands of casualties on both sides. Fact number 208. Desert warfare relied heavily on tank mobility and long-range artillery. Fact number 209. Desert supply lines were stretched thin, often dictating the outcomes of the battles. Fact number 210. Italian troops initially led Axis efforts in North Africa, but they required German reinforcements. Fact number 211. The Allies used captured Italian trucks due to the shortages they had themselves. Fact number 212. Camels and donkeys were still used to carry water and ammunition. Fact number 213. Let me just 213. Tobruk's harbor was vital for Allied resupply missions. Fact number 214. German tanks often had sand filters removed to increase performance, risking engine damage. Fact number 15. The long-range desert group conducted reconnaissance and sabotage deep behind Axis lines. My moustache is failing me right now. I didn't use enough product, I think. But yeah. Fact number 216. The desert's flatness made ambushes challenging and visibly extreme. Fact number 217. Sandstorms frequently halted offensives. Fact number 218. African civilians and colonial troops were heavily involved, especially from French North Africa. Fact number 219. German and Italian propaganda emphasized anti-colonial rhetoric to sway local populations. Fact number 220. Operation Torch in 1942 marked the Allied landings in Morocco and Algeria, opening a Western front in Africa. If you hear some background noise, the house next to me is being renovated, so I'm sorry. But moving on to fact number 221. Mussolini invaded, we're talking about Greece and the Balkans now. Mussolini invaded Greece in October 1940, but he was pushed back by Greek forces. Fact number 222. Hitler had sent German troops to assist him, delaying Operation one of the most effective resistance movements. Fact number 226. The Germans committed mass reprisals in Yugoslavia and Greece against civilians. Fact number 227. Bulgaria, though an Axis power, did not declare war on the Soviet Union. Fact number 228. German troops used the mountainous Balkan terrain for defensive advantages. Fact number 29. Guerrilla warfare in Greece and Yugoslavia tied down thousands of Axis soldiers. Fact number 230. Greek islanders provided covert aid to stranded Allied soldiers. Fact number 231. Some Balkan Jews escaped into the mountains and joined partisan units. Fact number 232. The region was ethnically complex, leading to local civil wars within World War II. Fact number 233. Allied Special Operations Executive (SOE) agents worked with Yugoslav and Greek partisans. Fact number 234. German supply convoys were frequently ambushed in narrow mountain passes. Fact number 235. Albania became a fierce zone of conflict between Italian, German, and local resistance groups. Fact number 36. The Battle of Liros was a rare German naval aerial operation in the Aegean Sea. Fact number 37. Tito's partisans established a de facto state during the war. Fact number 38. The Balkan front delayed German operation on the eastern fronts. Fact number 239. Operation Wise was a major Axis offensive against Yugoslav partisans. Fact number 240. The Nazi puppet regime in Croatia committed numerous of atrocities during the conflict. Fact number 241, and we'll move to the war in Asia, China, Burma, and beyond. Fact number 241. The Second Sino-Japanese War began in 1937, 2 years before World War II in Europe. Fact number 242. The rape of Nanking in 1937 saw over 200,000 civilians massacred by Japanese troops. Fact number 243. China was led by Chiang Kai-shek's nationalists and Mao Zedong's communists. Fact number 44. Both Chinese factions paused their civil war to fight the Japanese. Fact number 245. The Burma Road was a vital Allied supply route into China. Fact number 246. Japanese troops invaded British Burma in 1942. Fact number 247. The Shindids, Allied Special Forces in Burma, operate deep behind Japanese lines. Fact number 248. Japanese forces faced monsoons, leeches, and malaria in the Burmese jungles. Fact number 249. The Lido Road was built through mountains to link India and China. Fact number 250. The Battle of Impal and Kohima was a major turning point in Southeast Asia. Fact number 251. American General Joseph Stilwell coordinated efforts in the Chinese Burma-India theater. Fact number 52. Japanese forces occupied much of the coastal China in 1940. Fact number 253. Flying Tigers and American Volunteer Group fought for China before the US entered the war. Fact number 254. Chinese cities were heavily bombed, especially Chongqing. Fact number 255. Many civilians in rural China became guerrilla fighters. Fact number 256. The Japanese used chemical weapons in China. Fact number 257. Millions of Chinese civilians died from famine and warfare. Fact number 258. 1960. Japanese propaganda in Asia portrayed them as liberators from Western colonialism. Yeah, that's a tactic that the Germans used as well. Moving on to Pearl Harbor and the Pacific Awakening. Fact number 261. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor on December the 7th, 1941. Fact number 262. Over 2,400 Americans were killed in the surprise attack. Fact number 263. The USS Arizona sank with over 1,100 crew members on board. Fact number 264. The attack destroyed or damaged over 20 US ships and 300 aircraft. Fact number 265. Japan hoped to cripple the US Pacific Fleet long enough to expand across Asia. Fact number 266. Pearl Harbor united American public opinion in favor of entering the war. Fact number 267. The phrase, "a date which will live in infamy," was used by President Roosevelt. Fact number 268. The attack led to immediate US declaration of war against Japan. Fact number 269. Germany and Italy declared war on the US soon after, uniting the global conflict. Fact number 270. Japanese forces quickly captured Guam, Wake Island and the Philippines. Fact number 271. The Doolittle raid in 1943 was America's first retaliatory strike on Japan. Fact number 272. Many Pearl Harbor survivors went on to fight in later battles across the Pacific. Fact number 273. The attack exposed vulnerabilities in radar and intelligence. Fact number 274. Some conspiracy theories allege the US knew in advance, though no conclusive proof exists. Fact number 275. The Japanese fleet sailed over 3,000 miles undetected. Fact number 276. Aircraft carriers were not in port during the attack and later became key to US victories. Fact number 277. The surprise attack altered global geopolitics irreversibly. Fact number 278. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066 shortly after, leading to internment of Japanese Americans. Fact number 279. The attack highlighted the importance of naval aviation in modern warfare. Fact number 280. Pearl Harbor remains a powerful symbol of national trauma and resolve. Fact number 281. The US mobilized over 16 million military personnel during World War II. Fact number 282. War production in the US turned auto factories into tank and plane manufacturers. Fact number 283. The arsenal of democracy slogan defined America's industrial role. Fact number 284. Women entered the workforce en masse, symbolized by Rosie the Riveter. Fact number 285. The US fought on two major fronts, in Europe and the Pacific. Well, yeah, thanks for that. Being a European myself. Fact number 286. Victory gardens were planted across America to support the war effort. Fact number 287. Hollywood produced propaganda films and war bond campaigns. Fact number 288. The Manhattan Project began in secret, developing the atomic bomb. Fact number 289. Over 400,000 American soldiers died during the war. Fact number 290. Rationing affected everything from gasoline to sugar. Fact number 291. African American soldiers served in segregated units, such as the Tuskegee Airmen. Fact number 292. Native American code talkers used indigenous language to transmit secure messages. Fact number 293. War bonds financed a significant portion of military spending. Fact number 294. The US Navy grew from the 17th largest in the world to the largest 1945, the GI Bill transformed post-war America by providing education and housing. Fact number 296. Internment camps caused over 120,000 Japanese Americans. Fact number 297. The US played a leading role in founding the United Nations in 1945. Fact number 298. General Eisenhower led Allied forces during D-Day and the liberation of Europe. Fact number 299. The US dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Fact number 300. We're already at 300. America's entry into the war decisively tipped the global balance towards Allied victory. This was chapter 3. Next week we'll move on to chapter 4, the following 100 facts, talking about the Eastern